Well, for the most part, the leaf stuff is over with, or we're getting past the peak here for a lot. But you look at my old farmstead, we have tamarack trees down there, and our pine tree that turns loses their needles during the fall, and they turn a golden color. And right now is kind of when we see the peak too on the farmstead down there in Richland County. There's quite a swap of tamarack trees, really pretty this time of year. They only last about a week and they fall off too. So unfortunately, we're at that time of year where leaves are really going to get not that great going forward. Now for tonight, a lot of cloud cover, but for the most part remaining dry, pretty seasonal temperatures, low to mid 30s for most areas, a little bit warmer in some, but not too bad with the cloud cover coming overhead. Now for tomorrow, for Halloween, with the more clouds, we'll probably be more in the mid to upper 50s. A few areas may get 50 with a few breaks in sun, especially as you go further east, but all in all, it's going to be a little bit below average, and we do have that showers. We'll track those out in a second. Now for Halloween trick-or-treating, right now it's still looking fairly damp, I would say, probably the better word of anything, because it's not going to be heavy downpours any of the time, but there will be light rain or showers off and on. 43 getting back down to about 38, so kind of chilly towards 10 p.m. time frame. And then for La Crosse, just about a degree too warmer, but the same type of thing going on with some damp conditions with occasional very light rain. Once again, umbrella needed, but it's not going to be a heavy downpour that's going to last very long either. So something to plan for if you're out and about. Going into Saturday, we'll have a few showers still remaining. That chance is still there. Temperatures coming down maybe a degree too, with maybe some breaks in the cloud cover towards late in the day, but most of the day we'll probably have cloud covers and colder than average temperatures for the start. Now all this cloud covers with that weak front that's coming overhead right now. It's not a lot of moisture to work with it, so you're not seeing a lot of activity. The one in the Dakotas that's really going to spin south is going to the next one that's going to come through, provide a little bit of opportunity for the morning commute. Could get close to maybe Menominee, and maybe you'll clear late in the morning. Might see some of this activity push through, and it could be a little mix as you go further north. Basically about 7 to about 10, maybe a little bit after that. You can see this little bit of a line, very light precipitation. It'll lift east, northeast, and then we'll see kind of a break going on before really we start getting more into the widespread showers towards after 2 to 3 in the afternoon. And really by the time you get to 4 to about 8 is when I think that'll be the best coverage or best chance you're going to see some of this light showers pretty much off and on that'll persist all the way through the evening and start, you can see, kind of sinking north to south as we get later in the evening. But as of right now, I think most of this will stay as rainfall. Later Friday night into Saturday morning, we might see a little bit of a mix occasionally here and there. Precipitation amounts through 5 p.m. Not a lot, basically maybe a couple hundredths at the most. Some of the areas, especially with that band towards Eau Claire, you might pick up maybe a tenth at the most. Towards the evening, that's when a lot of areas I think could pick up maybe a tenth of an inch at the most time. And then this goes all the way through Saturday at noon. Some areas could pick up close to maybe a couple tenths of an inch. Otherwise, Sunday we dry out, and another system coming through Sunday night will provide showers, but behind that, it's going to be a mild start to next week with some areas getting close to 60 before another system maybe is towards the end of the week. So it's not the best Halloween forecast. I mean, 4 or 4 years ago we were in the 60s, but it's not like a couple years ago when we were in the 30s and snow either. So
yeah, so we'll take it. It's more quintessential fall-like weather with a little sprinkle.
Yes, it is.
Thanks, Greg.